not raining, which is good news. So I've just got some admin to go through first before we get going. I just need to let you know, anything should happen, there is a door there that we can get out of, and if we can't get out of that door, we have got the other gate over there which we can get through as well. If you need the toilet, you've got the changing rooms here from the rugby club. You're welcome to use those. There's an outside tap there as well, should you need to get any more water or anything. I see you brought your water bottle and a towel, which is great. Okay, I've got your programme here, and also I've got your, the other thing, sorry, first aid kit. First aid kit's in the container. The door's open. I've just put it to now, but the first aid kit's in there. Should we need something, I forgot to mention that. I've got your programme here and also your medical questionnaire, which we went through. Just need to check, has anything changed with your health or medical since we last completed this? No niggles or anything I need to be aware of? Good, that's great. Okay, as I said, I've got your programme here. As you can see, I've set it all out for you. And we're going to be working our way through your programming today. The programme is working towards your goals, which was improve your cardio fitness for weight loss, and also looking at muscle endurance as well. So that's what we're going to be working on today. So just a quick overview of how it's going to work. We're going to do a warm-up just to get things going, and then do some dynamic stretching, and then we're going to go into the resistance side of the training to start with, just as your muscles are warm. Then we're going to move across into the cardio side of things. We've got a couple of cardio sessions we're going to do, and then we're going to go into some core work, and then we're going to do a cool down with some nice stretches at the end, and then a sort of more developed stretch as well.
Okay.
All right. How does that sound?
Sounds good. Okay. Challenging, but good.
Good. Are you all ready to go for it?
I am.
Start? Brilliant. Okay. Right. So the first thing we're going to do is going to warm up. I've got the assault bike here for you. So this is what we're going to start with to warm up. So let me just show you how to set yourself up on this. Okay. You need to just adjust the seat. The seat should really be at your hip height here. Okay. As you can see, there's no mechanics on this. This is like an air resistance bike, and so it's really the intensity of how the bike works is how hard you pedal. It's all about you using the arms and the legs at the same time. Okay, so this seat height is right for me. So you're going to put your foot on the back here, right foot, step onto here, right there. Okay? And then it's a case of just pedaling and using the arms at the same time.
Okay.
Alright? Nice pulling and pushing action with the arms, and then pushing the arms down. Make sense?
It's good.
Cool. Okay, any questions?
No, I don't think so.
Sure, right, getting off, I just come off to the side there. Right, so if you adjust the seat for yourself, handle here is to pull out to adjust the handle.
Okay.
Make sure it hooks in. It's lovely. That's great. Okay, so if you start, happy with the seat?
Yeah, that feels good.
Yeah, happy with the bendy leg?
Yeah.
Okay, you start pedaling now, using the arms. Okay, so we're just going to do a warm-up for about 2 to 3 minutes on here. Okay, this is just to sort of start getting the muscles warm, start getting the blood pumping through your body, through your heart, just increasing your pulse and getting your heart rate working a little bit harder. Okay. So the way I'm going to assess how you're working today is I'm going to use like what we call the RPE, which is the rate of perceived exertion. So, for example, it's a scale between 0 and 10. So 0 means you're sitting on the sofa, really chilled out, relaxed, and 10 means, oh my god, I can't breathe, I'm really out of it. So I'm just going to work out how you are. 15 to be. So at the moment you started, how do you feel? What's your rate?
This is kind of in the low 3s, 4s.
Okay, yeah. Lovely, that's really where we want, yeah. We want to be about 2 to 3 range, so that's good. We want to be around about that much. So nice and gentle. So we're literally just immobilising, getting all the joints starting to work. And that's why I think the short bike's a really good bike to start with, because you're using your arms as well. You're just not sitting on the bike using your legs to get your joints working on the shoulders, into the head, use your core a little bit as well, to keep you stable in that upright position. So that's good. Feel comfortable?
Yeah, no good.
Good. So your hips are looking nicely aligned, ankle joints are aligned, that's good. Okay, a nice steady pace, nothing too taxing at the moment. We just want to ease you in nice and gently. How's your RPE now? How do you feel now?
Yeah, just the same.
Good. Okay, let's try and maintain that then. You've got an RPM on there about 39. warming up your body, getting ready for some dynamic stretches. It's always good to start with a warm up, just to loosen up the joints, get that blood pumping around the body, warming up those muscles nice and gently. That's less like there's less much chance of any injuries or anything like that. Get still looking nice. Get still aligned. Okay. Lovely, all done? Perfect. Right, okay. Let's get yourself off the bike. That's great. Okay, right, we're going to come over to the mats here. Let me just move the camera around so you can see us a bit more. Okay, I think you can see us, yeah. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to do some dynamic stretches. So what we've just done, we've just like increased your heart rate and your pulse and got the blood circulating around your body. We're now going to do some dynamic stretches. That's where we're actually going to look at increasing the mobility of the muscles and the joints so that you're ready for your workouts, okay?
Okay.
Right.
Good.
I'm going to demonstrate each of the dynamic ones stretches, and then you're going to do them for 10 reps on each one, okay? Right, so first one we're going to do, let's do some arm circles. So you're going to do some big arm circles going round, do 10 one way and then 10 the other. It's just mobilising the shoulders, so go 10 one way, you go round one way, and then bring them back the other way. Just mobilising those deltoids, the trapezius at the back of the shoulders. Lovely. Let's get it back the other way. That's good. Right. If I just move to one side, I don't think you can see if I'm not in the camera. So if I just get you to come off the mat side for a moment, that'd be great. Okay, what we're going to do here is I want you to come out, so have your legs nice and wide. Okay, and we're going to come down into this position here. Stretch out into a plank position. Keep the legs nice and wide, and then bring yourself up and bring your arms nice and wide. Okay, what we're doing here is we're getting a nice stretch through the hamstrings. We're mobilising the shoulders a little bit more by putting some stretch onto them, and then you're going to come back up and do that. All right. If you could do 5 of those for me to start with. Lovely. Make sure your hands on the shoulders, keep your arms straight, push back the legs nice and straight as much as you can, just to get that nice stretch through the back of the hamstrings and into the glutes. We're doing a lot of work on those today, so we want to get them nice and mobilised and nice and warmed up and joined. Lovely. That's great. Great form there. Nice neutral spine. Keep coming up. Lovely. Lovely. Come back again. Very good. 2 more. Great. Lovely. Right, next one we're going to do, I'm going to get you to come down into that again, here, into a plank position, bring your legs together, and then you're going to spike your bottom back up to here, and then we're going to pump, and this is going to warm up our calf muscles, our gastromedius muscles in our calves. Okay, you're going to come back to a plank position, just to mobilise your shoulders a little bit more, take it back up again, and then you're going to give me 5 pumps on in total. Okay? So if you have a go now, so down into that plank position, make sure the shoulders, the hands are underneath the shoulders, sit, Then spike your bottom back up, head down, and then pump those feet up and down. We're going to start getting some loosening those gastromedius muscles in the calf. Sit back to a plank position. Spike back up again, head down, and then pump up and down again. Okay, back to there. Lovely, one more. Keep pumping up and down. Okay, and then come all the way back up. That's lovely. Right, next thing we need to do is we're going to warm up our squat pattern. We're doing lots of squats, we're going to use squats today. So you're going to do a nice gentle squat, just immobilising that and getting that movement pattern used to it for when you come to do it in your exercise. So nice squat down and back up. Okay, let's do 10 reps of those. Slightly wide the floor, forward, up, so that you're not pushing your body forward. Good. Neutral spine. Lovely. A good range of movement there. Forward, take it down. Great. Okay, the final one we're going to do is we're going to do a reverse lunge. I'll show you this way. So you're going to step back, and as you step back, you're going to reach your arms forward. So you can step back and reach your arms forward. Okay, again, we're going to get some more movement into this pattern that we're going to be doing in reverse lunges. We're going to get a bit more movement into the glutes and into the hamstrings, and mobilising those shoulder joints again. So if we go, step back, let's do 10 of these in total. Whoa, steady. Don't go so low at the moment, just keep as you're warming up, just don't go so low to stop the wobble. And then obviously just think about using your core just to get that balance. That's lovely. Better? Reach overhead.
Okay.
Good, well done. Okay, so that's all that's done on there. So we now should be nice and warm, muscles all nice, warmed up as well, ready to start the exercise.
Okay.
So we're going to start on the resistance side of the exercise first, okay? So the first one we've got here is going to do a pyramid. So how I've set this up, so pyramid is a case of we're going to be starting on high, we're going to do high reps with a low weight, and then you build it up and you don't, it's continuous, okay? So you're going to do 12 reps on this kettlebell,
Okay.
then you're going to do 10, and then you're going to do 8. And as you decrease the reps, so the weight increases.
Okay.
And by doing that, you're actually able to get your heart rate up, be able to get more muscle usage out of it. So it's a good way of building up a muscle endurance in your workout. So if we start with it, so what we're going to do, I've decided on this one to do a kettlebell swing. Kettlebell swing is predominantly a body weight, or sort of more of a body, using the body, lower part of the body, but by using the kettlebell as well, it's quite a full body workout.
Okay.
We're using our arms as well and everything as well. It's a hinge movement. So let me just demonstrate to you what we're going to do. Just turn this round. I'm sure we can see. Yeah, you should be able to see from there. See me? Yep. Okay. Right. So how the movement works, say, it's a pyramid, so you're going to be starting here on the lighter weight, working up towards the heavier weight with less reps, alright? So, form is, first of all, you want to get into a triangle, okay? You want to make sure that your feet hip width apart, and that your eyes are looking down at the horn of the kettlebell. Okay, you want a nice neutral spine. You don't want a too firm a grip because most of the actual movement should come from your hips. It's a hip hinge, and it's a swing of that that's giving the momentum of the kettlebell. By using this, you're also going to be using your arms, your shoulders, and your deltoids and your biceps as well. Okay, so you're going to hinge back, brace the core so you're protecting your lower so your back as well. And you're going to take the swing behind you and then bring it up. Use those hips to come forward, and then make sure you stop at the top, squeeze your glutes, and you stop at the top, plank position at the top as you reach the top half. And then place down again in that pyramid with a nice neutral spine.
Okay.
Okay, happy with that?
Yeah.
Any questions?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, see how you feel, let's go.
So pyramid, eyes over the top.
Eyes on there, yeah. Nose, hip width apart, slightly soft knees. So you take it back behind you. Looking up, use those hips, really swing forward with those hips. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Lovely. Make sure your weight is in the back of your heels. Stop you to keep your balance. We've got 12 of these. Cool. And come back up.
Okay.
How's that?
That's okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, just trying to make sure you keep a good form.
Yeah. Right, just relax for a bit. Just have a couple, just a bit more relaxed before you move on to the next one. Okay, get the heart rate up. Cool. Okay, right, let's start again. So let's go ready for the next one. So nice pyramid section again. Eyes over the bar. Take it behind you. Soft knees. And use those hips. Really use those hips to swing through. Push back, hips, and through. Good. Watch those feet. Make sure those feet are planted back. 10 of these, and down. Lovely. With your feet slightly going out, just make sure that they are really planted down here on the back. Yeah? The weight should be slightly more on the back of your heels. Okay? Just so it's like keeping you being able to come back on that. Yes, come back onto that straight up. Okay? Nice neutral spine, brace that core. Okay, when you're ready, take it behind. Good. Good. Push through, use those hips. Use those hips to drive. It shouldn't be through the arms, it should all come from the hips. It should be feeling through the back of the hamstrings into the glutes. Cool. How's that?
Felt good.
Good. Alright. Any questions or anything you need to think or anyone you want to know about?
No, I think it's just keeping the form, like you say. I think the firm feet's important.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and also bracing that core. So think about before you start taking a deep breath in, because you want to actually cause some intra-abdominal pressure. And by doing that, you want to actually have the air inside your stomach, not just here, all the way around. So like it's having a brace around your midsection. So you take a deep breath in, and then you expand the air all around here to brace, and then you can take that, and that will protect your core as you're coming up. All right, then keep that there. All right. Okay, let's give you a few more rests, then we'll start again on that next set. How's your heart rate feeling?
Feel okay at the moment.
Yeah.
Raised during the swings, but calm down quite
Good.
quickly.
I think this is a great way of doing a pyramid, sort of taking the weight up for a short period of time, get your heart rate up, and improve your muscle endurance because you're using your muscles quite, a lot as you're increasing the weight. And it's a great, I think the swing is like a great all-over body workout. It's really sort of using your bottom part of your body and also the arms and the core.
Yeah.
So should help you towards your goals of your weight loss, I think.
Okay, good.
Cool. Right, if you're steady, let's start again. Get yourself ready and prepared. Brace that core, like I said. Get that intra-abdominal pressure. Brace the core as if like someone's going to maybe take a punch. So brace it there. That's it. When you're ready, take it back and really use those hips. Swing forward. Take those hips back. Nice. Much better placement in the feet. Not much thrusting anymore. Nice. Keep that spine and chin level. Great. Well done. Okay, again, when you're ready. That right foot, use that swing. As the weight gets heavy, you really need to get that momentum, really use that hip, that stopping action at the top. As you like, when you're coming forward, it's a real stop, yeah? At the top, it's a real hard stop, so you don't over hyperextend your back. And as you can, that's where you need to really use those hips, get that hip to go back more, to come forward. Okay? Get more momentum in that swing as the weight gets heavier. Make sure you guys take a deep breath in, brace that core, find that intra-abdominal pressure all the way around your core and your back to protect your spine. And when you're ready, take it back to 8 sets, 8 reps. Good, more swing, more hip action. Great. Well done. Well done, great job.
Thank you.
Well done. That was good. Yeah? Just really think about two things I really want you to take away and think about is definitely as the weight's going up, really, as I said before, really use those hips to really, great stopping at the top, but you can get more action in that hip, okay? It should all come from the hips as opposed to with the arms. It shouldn't be much in the arms. And again, feet placement's really important. Alright. Okay, do you want to take a quick drink before we carry on? Are you okay? Yeah, have a quick drink. Before we move on to our next resistance. Just bring the camera slow through again, just so we can see what's going on. Okay, so our next set is, oh where am I? There I am. Our next set we're going to be doing is the antagonist supersets.
Okay.
So how this is working, this is, we do 2 exercises back to back using opposing muscles. So this time we're going to be doing the biceps and then going straight into the triceps. So there's no rest, you're going to do 8 sets of biceps, straight into the overhead triceps, and then you'll rest for about 40 seconds, 45 seconds before you then do the next set. Okay? This is a great way again of using multiple muscle groups at one time in a short period of time. So if you're short at time in gym, you can do these quite quickly and you're using multiple muscle groups, which again is very good.
Okay.
Right, let me just give you a quick demo. I'm just going to get some quite slightly lighter weights, which are over here. Okay.
So 8 reps, 2 sets.
Yeah.
Continuous.
Yes. So we're going to do the bicep curl to start with. Nice soft knees. Again, brace your core to protect your back, and we're going to bring them up one at a time. We're going to get full range of movement. We're going to get that concentric and eccentric load going down. Okay. As you bring the weight up, it gets heavier. Breathe out and breathe in on the way down.
Okay.
Okay. Right. And then you're going to go straight into your overhead tricep. So again, take your dumbbell, you need 1 either side. We're going to have our legs at slight stance this time because that's softer for the back. Protecting makes it protect the back a bit more. And you're going to bring your elbows, make sure your elbows aren't flared out, nice and close to your head. And then it's just coming from the back. So elbows stay upright and you're going to extend up and back. Breathe out on the way up and down, way up. Okay?
Yeah, good.
Any questions?
No.
Happy?
8 reps, 2 sets, 40 seconds in between.
That's correct. Right. So I've got your 7.5 there for your. Okay, so when you're ready, soft knees, brace that core. A bit to breathe out on the way up. Good, get that full range of motion. it, good. Nice neutral spine, good. Really working that bicep muscle there. Let's get that good range. Pull it up, all the way down. Great. Okay. Then right, let's go straight into the overhead tricep. So let's have a start. Do a split stance with your legs. Again, soft knees, brace that core. Then bring your elbows in close to your head. And then elbows up slightly. Sit, and then off you go. Keep up on the way up. Good. Nice. Nice neutral spine. Good. Slow that down. Make it more controlled. Slow it on the way down. Let's get a good range of motion. Let's increase that intensity. Okay? Well done? Alright?
Okay.
Okay. I've done 45 seconds rest
Yes.
now. Before we go. What we should do, you look really good, really nice. To increase intensity, let's just really control that movement coming down as well as going up. We can get that eccentric load all the way down and then all the way up. Yes? And again, from here, really control that movement in both going up and down rather than rushing it.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, so when you're ready, okay, soft knees, brace your core, nice neutral spine, and then let's start when you're ready. Control all the way down. Lovely. Good. Great. Nice controlled movements. Okay. Good breathing, well done. Brilliant, well done. Straight into the overhead triceps. Okay, get that nice stance, get that split stance. Soft knees, brace the core. Make sure we don't flare those elbows out too much, it's going to be nice and close. And then just extend from the elbow upwards, really using those triceps. You can really feel it working through this tricep here. Nice. Really controlled it, love it. Much more controlled, great. Breathing out and way up. Great. Nice neutral spine, place it at the feet. Lovely. And lower down gently. Great. Well done. How was that?
Yeah, felt good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
See
enjoyed
how
that.
you can work two muscles back to back?
Yeah.
That's just like, we're just isolating that. So you're just working on two isolated muscles back. We haven't done that before with the kettlebell swing. It's quite a compound movement, so we're using lots of muscles at once, which again I think that's quite good for if you're wanting to lose body weight, you're using multiple muscles at once. Where here, this is like showing you an isolation where you can just work particularly on particular muscles if you want to enhance those muscles.
Okay, good.
Alright, so that's that. So, okay, so the next one we're going to be moving on to is a tricep. Similar sort of superset, but we've got three exercises here. So we're going to be doing the push-ups, okay, here. We're then going to be moving on to the TRX rows, and then we've got the shoulder presses here. This is the shoulder press. Now, again, what I've done on here, so it's 3 sets, 3 exercises back to back again. But we're focusing here, again, because your goals are weight loss, rather than focusing on particular muscle groups, we're working on the upper body. And that way, we can actually target more muscles at one time, so they're actually going to be targeting rather than particular muscles. So I think that will work with your goals better. Sometimes try sections of particular muscle sections, but I can do that body as well. Alright, so let me just show you where we're going to be here. Move this over again. Okay. So So I think we're going to have to go here. Right, so you've got your push up to start with. Okay, so you're going to want to come down into a plank position. Okay, make sure your hands are under your shoulders. Okay, and again here, you need to make sure use that abdominal pressure. Get that in here, get a nice tight core, and you want to squeeze your glutes as well. And then you're wanting to take your press up between 6 to 9 centimetres to the floor and push up. You want your whole body coming down at the same time, and then back up. Okay, make sure that feet are aligned, make sure the glutes are squeezed along with the core, so that you're going down as one movement and not up. You don't want your sort of shoulders going first and your bottom coming up afterwards. It needs to go down and up in one smooth movement.
Okay.
Happy?
Yeah.
Cool, let's see how you get on.
How many of those do you want me to do?
Let's do 8 of those. Okay, so now in a nice strong plank position. Arms over your shoulders. Okay, when you're ready. Well done, that's good. Lovely. Right, I need to stop there. I've just made an error. We need to be doing the sets all in one, so let me just show you each of the sets first.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we might have to start again on that. I apologise, that's completely my fault there. So, from the push up, we're going to go straight to the TRX. Let me just demonstrate, because you need to do the set one after the other.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
That's right.
My fault. So, coming over to here, so you've got your TRX rows, so this is going to be working on your shoulders, okay, and also your biceps. So you want to stand tall, and then you're literally going to step back until then, and then you can release the arms. Okay?
Okay.
The intensity is how far you are to the container. So you're going to roll yourself back up, and then hit down. Make sure your shoulders aren't by your ears, they're nice and down, and keep your body in a nice upright diagonal position. You don't want to sag your bottom here, okay, or you don't want to do that and then that. You need to be in a nice tight position again. Brace the core, brace the glutes, and then you're going to be using that all the way through. Okay, so that's that one. And then you're going to come over to here. Okay, let's just move this across so you can see it. You see that? Might have to turn the camera slightly. Okay, let's just turn that camera so you can see. So here we're going to be doing the dumbbell shoulder press. Okay, so you take your weights, you're sitting back here. Okay, bring up to your shoulders here. Make sure that the weights aren't back here because you're working too much on the rotary cuff. You actually want to be using it into the anterior deltoid and powerful trapezius here. So you're going to take your elbows up, full extension up to the ears, and then go back down. Okay, pressure your elbows just nice and out. Control the movement down. Again, you want to control up, and you want to control down. Okay, and then you put them on the floor. So that's those exercises. So we're going to do the push-up. So again, if you're happy, we're going to start with the push-up.
Yeah, it's fine.
Straight into the TRX row, straight round to here. I think we should be able to see everything from there, hopefully. Cool. Right, okay, so let's start again with the push-ups. So back into that plank position for me. Make sure your knees and hips are aligned. Let's squeeze those glutes, squeeze the abdominal, and off you go. Make sure your shoulders are pushed back, caught up by your ears. Lovely. Great. That's a great movement. Keep moving. Keep going. Great, well done. Okay, right, come straight onto your TRX run. Grab your handles, walk back, put it up on your chest, so you get down and take your arms out. Okay, nice and tight. Again, squeeze those glutes, squeeze the core, and pull yourself up. And back down. Okay, sag, keep it nice and taut. Don't rock, don't dip back at the back. Okay, make sure this doesn't dip here. Squeeze everything together. Squeeze for 8 of these. Straight into your weights here, so grab your 2 weights and sit down into your dumbbell shoulder press. Take those up, make sure the elbows are in a nice position, looks great, all the way up. So breathe out on the way up and control down. Good. Great eccentric and concentric. Control both sides, going up, breathe eccentric, and control coming back down. Good. Good range of movement. Make good feet placement on the floor, supporting you. Good breath. It's lovely. Well done. Great. Really controlled. Okay. Well done. Really good. Happy with all those?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. We'll have a bit of a rest and then we'll go back round again. Press up I was really happy with. So how do you feel about elevating the feet to make it a little bit more challenging on the upper body, so we can then try and it'll be a little bit harder on the chest muscles, the pectorials, and also into your triceps, but it'll work for a little bit harder. Do you fancy that?
Okay, let's give it a go.
Put your feet onto like a box there, we can elevate them.
Okay.
And then the other thing I might like to try with you, TRX rows again with strong. At the top, what we can do is pause for a couple of seconds, just to hold that intensity of your biceps and across the shoulders and the trapezius across the back. And then you just hold that, that'll make the intensity a lot more harder for you before you come back down again. So we'll just try and do a 2-second hold at the top of each one.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, right, let's just have a little bit more rest. There's water there, if you want to take any more water. Happy? Any questions or
No, I
anything?
think that's all clear. Really
Good.
clear.
Good. Right, I'm going to put the boxes then for you. Okay, so do you want me to demonstrate on this one?
Yes, please.
Yeah? Okay, so again, come into a plank position. Your feet are going to be on here, and then you're going to take it lower and pushing up. You really need to squeeze everything together to make sure you keep your body aligned. Okay? Right.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 more seconds, and then we'll start again. Breath in. Well done, doing really well.
Thank you.
Good. Okay, right, so whenever you're ready, let's get back down to that plank position. Make sure those shoulders are under, those hands are underneath the shoulders. Really, really now need to brace that core and those glutes, just to give you that extra rigidity. Okay, so when you're ready, let's do 8 sets. Good. So you're losing a lot more of intensity now in those biceps, in those pectorials. Really brace that core and those glutes together to keep you as one. That's really good, Simon, really good, well done. Good depth, good neutral spine. Lovely. Well done, how was that?
Yeah, felt more challenging.
Yeah.
But enjoyable.
Good. Right, straight onto your TRX rows. So again, let's do that one. So take that arm back, arm straight. Okay, make sure you're really braced. Make sure you've got that nice vertical line here all the way through. Really squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes over together. So pull up, come up, hold for 2 seconds, 2, take it back down again. Really control that, lovely. Let's bring that back up again, breathe out all the way up. Great, really now working through these triceps, the biceps here, and then the back of the shoulders, the trapezius. And also working your glutes and your core a lot harder, trying to keep that stability there. It's lovely. Keep going. great. Really nice and controlled on both ways. Love it, really good. Good. Keep breathing out, all the way up. Good control movement. Nice, really strong, really good, really like a nice strong straight, really strong way down, which is great. One. Go great control of that extension to bring that down. Lovely. Brilliant. Right, straight into your let's go straight into this dumbbell. Shoulder presses again. There you go, your dumbbells. Okay, make your feet placements. Brace that core. And strong, get that good eccentric move up and control all the way back down. That's good. Well done. Good feet placement. Nice strong foot positioning there. Good. Really working those anterior deltoids there into your chest as well. Great. And down. How's that?
Good, thank you.
Good. Progressions are good?
Enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
really nice.
Good. I think that's something that we could look to do in your plan. Just to tweak slightly, just to make that intensity, because you're good at press ups, and just to feel how that intensity was holding it at the top, really sort of work more on the shoulders, didn't it, and the biceps.
Agreed, yeah. That's nice.
Brilliant, well done. Okay, take on some water. We're going to go on to our last resistance, which is the giant set.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll just move the camera so we can see what we're up to. It's going over here. So hopefully we can see everything here. Maybe not just quite. 1, 2, 3. We've got one more. Okay, may just have to count positions of that. Okay, so as I said, we've got our 4 sets. We've got our giant set here, which is going to be 4 exercises back to back, no rest. Okay, we're going to rest between each of the sets for about a minute. These are going to be predominantly lower body, so these are going to be looking at doing the glutes, the hamstrings, the gastromenius, and these are what we call big compound moves. And the compound moves are where you're using multi-muscle groups. So I feel this is a good way for you to really sort of use the multiple muscles at one time whilst you're and that means you'll be using a lot more cardiovascular as well as your strength training, and that's going to increase your cardiovascular fitness, and that will also help again, I think, with your weight loss as well.
Okay.
Alright, because you'll be doing it non-stop, having a long rest, non-stop, having a big rest, and that's really great for building up lifting. And by using more multiple muscles at one time, you're using more muscles at one time. That's great use of energy time when you're in the gym. Okay?
Good.
So, let me just demonstrate what we're going to do. So the first one we're going to do is a goblet squat. Okay? So you're going to come to here either side. So you're going to put your feet either side of the kettlebell, and then what you're going to do, we're actually going to clean it up onto a goblet, hold here, so we're going to use even more muscles. We're going to be using the biceps, because we're going to have to hold on to it up in this position. So we squat down, again it's a hinge movement back, okay? Clean it up either side, make sure the elbows are tucked in nice and tight, and then we're going to take it into a squat position to here and back up. And squat and back up. Make sure the placement of the feet is in the heels, so you're sitting down, not going forward. Okay? So that's that one. We're then going to come straight across here, and we're going to be looking at picking up the dumbbells, having a low hold here, and we're going to do reverse lunges. Okay, so you're going to step back, a bit like we did in the warm-up, and take it back. Okay, you're going to do 8 of these in total. Okay, get those, put those down. And then we're coming over to our deadlifts again, looking at glutes, looking at this is predominantly more hamstrings here. So again, feet either side of the dumbbell, sorry, kettlebell. And what you want to do is you want a really good grip of the kettlebell, okay? And again, it's hinging over, it's not soft knees. I like my analogy of this is to try and get the feeling of how it's supposed to feel, is looking over a cliff. As you're peering over the cliff, yeah, it's just sort of like tipping over, looking at the cliff here, and that's the position you should feel. So as you're getting the dumbbell, kettlebell, you should feel it all in the back of your hamstrings. Okay, so tipping over, looking over a cliff, brace your core again, and then you're going to come to standing, and then you take it back down. As you come to a stand position, it's like being an upright plank. Squeeze everything together to protect your back. You need to make sure you've got a right brace core, using that intra-abdominal pressure again, especially when you're doing heavy lifts. Make sure you've got that air around the back of the spine to protect it. Okay, so that's that one. And then finally, so you can see me, so I'll bring it in across here. Okay, I'm going to do another predominantly body weight, but again, we're doing a kettlebell clean, so we're going to be cleaning the kettlebell up. So we're going to be using our shoulders, our trapezius, and again we'll be using our biceps again, and using arms. So we're using lots of multiple groups here. So again, kettlebell between your feet. Take your left with this hand, rather in the centre, slightly off centre, and then you're going to clean it up to here. Alright, the analogy I like to use here is try and keep it central as you can, as if like you're zipping up your jacket. So bring the kettlebell up, and if you're zipping, keep the elbow tucked in nice and tight to the ribs, and then that will stop the kettlebell flaring out, and then your fists will stop underneath here to keep it nice and firm. So again, so we're going to take it here, clean up, and there. Okay? So we've got that zip movement, and then we've got the fist underneath the chin with the elbow tucked in. And you're going to do 8 in total. So you do one side, take the other hand the other side, clean it up, and take it back down to here.
Okay.
Happy?
Yeah, good.
Alright, so we're going to do 8 on each. So we're going to need no stopping, we're going to go one to the other. I'm going to bring this one behind here, just so we can be seen on the camera.
Okay.
Over here. Alright. Okay, so when you're ready, we're going to that kettlebell squat, so let's clean it up. Lovely. Okay, so feet a little bit, feet hip width apart, slightly wider for me. Sit, make sure the feet placement is in the back of the heels, and when you're ready, 8 squats. Good. Good, like nice knee, yeah. Knees are nice over the ankles, that's good. Keep looking forward for me, don't look down, so otherwise you can sit, so make sure the kettlebell doesn't push you over, push you forward. Good. Keep looking forward, keep that kettlebell up. Lovely, great. Okay, right, straight into your reverse lunges. So no hold either side, and then let's step back. Keep looking forward. Either side of the kettlebell nice and close, get that neutral spine, take that find that intra-abdominal pressure by taking a deep breath in, getting the air all around into your front of your core, into your spine, your sides, and then that analogy of looking over a cliff. And then when you're ready, go up, nice. Squeeze at the top, make sure you're nice and braced at the top, movement. Lovely use of breath. It's great. You should be feeling that through the back of the hamstrings. Should be nothing through the lower back. Into your glutes. And there's a little bit of using the forearms by holding that grip there. Cool, right, straight onto your kettlebell clean. Okay, again, keep either side slightly off centre, feet a little bit closer together, closer. Okay, again, right, get that intradural, get that brace core. Brace core brace the core even. Okay, when you're ready, clean up. Good. Lift it up strong. Right, lift it up again. Good. Put the elbow nice and tight into the body, so you're not feeling nice and fluffy on the. Good. Again. Keep that core nice and tight. Get that back. Great. Okay, well done. Okay, how did you find that?
Yeah, challenged me, but it was good. Felt a bit wobbly here,
I'm glad you mentioned that. Okay, I didn't want to say it whilst you're doing it. Yeah, I agree.
but generally okay.
Cool. My suggestion, I think it was great form. Deadlifts and last, again, very strong on that. And again, your squat. I think two things I'd like to do. Squat, I'm going to put a wedge underneath just to see if we can get a little bit more range and depth in you. Okay, just elevate your heel just to see if we can get a little bit more depth in that squat. And if you're I think what I'd like is just take the weight away for the moment on the reverse lunges. I feel, let's get the form right. Let's focus on that form and work on that core stability. And then in a couple of weeks, we'll look to introduce the weights again.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
I think that's sensible, because what I don't want you to do is like the wobbling, and then you end up, you could be injuring yourself or not getting form quite right. I think for me,
Yeah,
form's
no, I
really
agree.
important, that we get that, and then we can build that back in
No,
again.
understood.
Cool. All right. Okay, so I'll take those away. Do you want any more water before we start again? We'll do it
I'm
then.
okay.
You're okay.
Thank you.
Right. Let's just bring this in. Just be having your heels slightly up here, and they should just get you that little bit more depth.
Okay.
Okay, just gets you a bit more form. Okay, just get a bit of range. I know you're not used to doing the squat, so we're going to just see if we can get you a bit more with the depth on there. Okay, let's just turn that around slightly. Okay, right, whenever you're ready, let's clean up again. There's his biceps to hold on to. Lovely, let's squat. That's good, lovely, that's better. A few more upright as well. Yes, that's much better, good. Good, really working that through those gastremias. You can see those muscles working there in your calf. Glutes are working. Great, biceps there, holding that kettlebell upright. Keep looking forward, good use of breath. Knees are all good. Good knee placement over the ankle, that's brilliant, really great. Love it, that's really good, well done. Okay, right, while your heart rate's still up, let's go straight to those reverse lunges. Forward for me. We'll use that core with a balance. Great. Good. Keep squeezing, keep getting your balance. Lovely, well done. That's much better. That's much better.
Felt better.
Got a better range, more stability there. Brilliant. Okay, so let's go into our deadlifts. Okay, naturally looking over a cliff. Nice tight grip on that kettlebell. Okay, let's stand up. Great. Nice lift your spine. Nice positioning at the top. Lovely. Really strong. We're working on the hamstrings here, into the glutes. Okay, using a little bit of the shoulder, holding on to the kettlebell, the Great. Lovely. Well done. Okay, straight into your clean again. Okay. Feet slightly closer to the top for me. You have that. Remember that really nice tight sit up. Lovely. Good, nice and strong. Soft knees. Is that power? Great. Really good. Get that into the spine, take it up. Good hinge movement there. Good. Lovely. Good. Well done. How's that?
Yeah, good.
Good. That was great. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Simon. Really strong. Really low, really pleased. That's good. Right. Okay. So we're now going to move on to our cardio training. So I need to move the camera over to. We're going to start on the rower. So let's go over to here. Okay, you should be able to set up there. That looks fine. Okay, sorry, just going to grab my program quickly. Okay, right, so we are setting up, I can't remember what we decided on here. So we're doing the rower. Let's have a quick look. What did I decide? Oh yeah, we're still going to do it on interval training. So let me just show you, let me just demonstrate start with how to use the rower. Okay, so you're going to put your feet sitting to here. Feet are going to go into either side. The feet placements here, and then you're going to pull the straps tight. Okay, you're going to grab the handle. Okay, nice tight grip, and then what you're going to do is you're going to bring your knees in. Okay, you're going to push away with your legs, arms straight, bend the arms at the end. Push, arms straight, bend at the end. As you come back, a slight bend. Okay, as you come back, you can lean back. Bend the arms at the very end. It's more of a pushing with the legs, the arms follow at the end. Okay? That's how that's going to work. Okay, let's set you up on there. On a 1 to 2 ratio, so I'm going to get you to work really hard for 30 seconds, about 99% of your max heart rate, so I'll be checking with you to see how you feel when you're doing that, and then the following minute you're going to be sort of quite calm, still rowing but a really nice gentle pace just to get your heart rate back down again. Then the next 30 seconds we're going to go back out again at full intensity. Okay, that's a great way of going into your lactic acid, which is going to build up your endurance, your stamina, and also eat into sort of like your help with your weight loss and help with your endurance overall.
Okay.
Okay? Right. Does that sound all right?
Yeah.
Any questions?
30 strong, 60 rest.
That's the one. You got it.
Okay.
You got it. Right. Okay. So whenever you're ready, let's get this right. Set this up for you. Right. So you're ready to go. Grab the handles. Start rowing, and then we're going going. Okay, off we go. Really hard. Right. Forward, back. Okay. So, keep going. Right. Stroke 150. Stroke 150. That's really good. Keep going, Solomon. 4.
Well, we're pushing the 9s.
Rowing, okay, alright. So let's we've got this next minute now. We want to get that heart rate back down again. Okay, and ready for your next one. Alright, this is really a great way of building up your endurance. Okay. So we're going to get round to 130. So once we get down to 130, you can start going again, alright? You've got another 30 seconds rest. And then we're going to go all out. Nice and chill. Just really chill that right back down. Let's get the heart rate back down again. So we're going to be doing this for about 12 minutes in total.
Okay.
So about 8 rounds. Okay. Right, that gets ourselves ready to go. Right, off we go. Right. Good. On straight, on the stand, again. Straight in. Get that straight back in. Good. Taking that 150 again, that's great, well done. Really good, really strong. Good. And relax off. Well done.
Oh,
Well done. Okay, let's get that chill. That's
Yeah.
good. Good. See if you can come in a little bit more when you do that. You actually do that fast. Lean forward slightly, put your arms straight and then bend at the end and lean slightly back. Slight tilt back on that and then it'll give you a little bit more power. Okay, you want to work smarter on the row, not too hard. I see. Making it's more coming from the legs and the arms. Well done. So we're getting round to 3 minutes. We'll get round to 3 minutes and then we'll start round 3. Video okay?
yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, yourself. And let's go again. Nice. Lean in, arm straight, pull it again. Good. More, keep going. Really good effort, really good. Well done. Your stroke's still the same, that's about really good, really strong. Keep going. Well done. And ease off. Well
Oh.
done. Okay, RPE, how are you feeling now?
Well,
Okay.
it's difficult to say whether it's 10 or not.
We don't want
But
to be
it's certainly
10.
a minimum 9.
Good, okay. Okay, let's try and get you back down again. Well done, you're doing really, really well. I think rowers are really good. For this sort of thing, it's softer on the joints, but it's a really good all-round, full-body workout. It really gets your cardiovascular fitness really up there.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Good, and you're smiling, which is great. So it's cool. So we get ourselves round to 4 minutes 30, and then we're going to go round for round 4. Okay, coming up for halfway. Well done, you're playing really, really strong, really good. Are you happy with those straps? You want the straps a bit tighter? Okay. Let's get those straps a bit tighter on so we can come around the other side. Sit through it. Good. Oh, well done. Okay, let's go again. Find that pace again. 150, that would be really good. Really sustain that strong. Well done. Lovely. Lovely. Straight arms on and bend at the very end. Straight hold. Good. Last few seconds. Last few seconds. Well done. Well done. Well done. That's amazing. Well done. Right, just take it easy, take some deep breaths in, get some oxygen back into those lungs. But that lactic acid's probably starting to kick in now. Yeah. That's good. Nice deep breath. Let's get that heart rate back down again. Before we have to go round to 6 minutes, and then we're starting round 5. So you're over halfway, that's good. We're on the down slope now. Good, excellent. Good, excellent, good. Okay.
I laugh.
Good. That's where we want to be. We want to keep pushing you. We want to keep pushing that. Good. Is rower something that you use regularly?
Not really, no.
No? How are you finding it? Tough and hard?
Yeah, tough, but I think it will be rewarding.
Yeah, you're enjoying the actual rower?
Yeah.
So, yeah?
Oh.
So this type of training, or the interval training, you could do on a cross trainer as well. You could do this, or a running machine. Just mix it up using different things. It's a good way. And again, if you're going to do it on a rower, you can change the damper settings so it's quite high, which is then actually go into your ATP system, so you only do really short bursts, take 10 seconds at a time. But we're currently working on the lactic acid, so we've got that 1-to-2 ratio. So, up we go again. Good. The ankle alignment really still. So with that form. Forward. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Well done. And that's it done. Stop there. That's maybe reaching there. Well done. Well done. Really got that. Okay, we're going to take it down to 9 minutes. Okay, well done. Really well done. You deserve a drink after this. It's hot as well actually. It's hot today, isn't it, with the sun, so. Good. Get that breath back. Get lots of oxygen back into your lungs. Get the heart rate back down again. 30 seconds. Relax. Nice, gentle. Just keep mobilising those joints. Keep moving through. Okay, right, let's get this start, get ready to go. Good. Lean forward. Good. Forward, pushing. Last one, you're doing such a good job. Go on, keep going.
Yeah.
Great. Still hitting that target, 150.
Yeah.
Go on. Brilliant, really good. Don't let that form go. Think about what you're doing. Go on. And relax up there. Well done.
Oh.
Well done. Right, round to 10 minutes. 10:30. Right, last round coming up. Well done. Half knee still high. Right. Sorry, want it to be. Keep that form. Tick it over nice and gently. You'll tighten up the strap there. You'll be alright, be okay. Okay, this last one. See if we can still get that 150 pace. That's really good. We've kept that consistent all the way through, which is amazing. Okay, that's it. Final one. Let's go. Keep that form. Reaching forward, pulling back. Get that full weight. Use those legs. Great. Go on, keep pushing forward. Last 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well done. And relax.
Oh.
Well done. Right, let's just keep that going. Let's cool down. Let's get that heart rate back down to where it should be. Let's keep rowing. Well done. Just keep rowing. Let's do a little bit longer. Let's just get that heart rate back down. Great. Keep going for another. Let's do a little bit longer. Let's just do a couple of minutes, just get you back down to where you should be. Okay, look, get that oxygen back in, deep breaths in. Get your calm down. Well done. Is that alright?
Yeah, it's good.
Have you sort of done that interval training before?
Not really, no.
So what sort of training do you normally do?
I'm just in and continuous,
How are you?
trying to find a comfortable pace and then just maintaining.
Okay. I think you'll find for your weight loss, this is a great way of actually targeting that. You burn a lot more calories a lot more quicker on the interval training. Keep going a little bit longer. Let's just get your heart rate back down. Let's just pull you down a bit more. Give me another 30 seconds. So yes, I think this is a great way for you for weight loss because the calories that you burn are a lot more with those high intensity workouts. So hopefully that will work towards your goals that you're aiming for. So it's good.
Yeah, no, great.
Well done. I know that was tough, but you did really well there.
Thank you.
Really well. It should be really cool. Okay, let's put the handle back in. Take the straps down. Cool. Grab yourself a towel to wipe down and drink. I think you need some before we go on to the next cardio. Well done, Simon. Okay, so let's move around. We're going to be working on here. Okay. See us there. Okay, so let me just bring that a bit closer. Sorry, I'm doing a pain with this video today. So we're going to be working on a C2 bike, Concept 2 bike, which is it's got a damper setting, which is like the resistance that you use. What we tend to do is it starts from down here 1 up to 10. Okay, so 1 when you're cycling on it, we see like you're cycling on a flat surface. Anywhere between 3 and 5 is like 5 and 7 is moderate, and then anywhere from 7 up to 10 would be like you're cycling uphill, so it's quite intense. So we tend to probably going to keep it down to about 5 for you today. Okay, on here. Right, seat positioning again, very similar to the assault bike. You want to make sure it's to the side here. And that's about right for me. Okay, then you're going to again step on here, come on over, put your feet on there so you've got a slight bend on the bike, and then just start pedaling. Alright. You can have your hands either down here or you can have your hands up here. Whichever you prefer.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, so if you set yourself up on there for me. Great. Okay. Right, so what we're going to do here, so we're going to be doing another interval, and this time we're doing tempo. Okay, tempo training, where we're going to be doing 3 blocks of 4 minutes at different intervals, different paces, okay? Again, this is a great way of building up your cardiovascular, great way of building up stamina, endurance. You'll be going into your lactic threshold, increasing that, and the higher lactic threshold you have in your body, the harder you can work for longer periods of time. So that's what this tempo training is ultimately working towards for you. Alright, so if you start pedaling for me, and then what we're going to do is first block, we're going to, so you see your RPM, you've got your RPM down here, we want that to be at a nice 40. Find a nice steady pace to keep that at 40, and we'll be working at that pace for 4 minutes.
Okay.
Alright? Great. That's good knee in a line posture there. Nice steady pace. Well, how's that feel, alright? Good. Yeah, hands can go either side, whichever way you prefer. Yeah, so this would be another great bike you can use, or another great tempo for your to work towards your goals of increasing that resistance each time. And that's something, as I say, work on your lactate threshold, and so the more you've got, the harder you can work for a longer period of time, which is what we're aiming for you. So again, this is different to what you've probably done before. You haven't done, like you say, you've done more continuous. It's good to mix it up. Good to give your body a bit of a shock and do something a bit different.
I agree.
So you keep a nice steady pace. Okay, RPE, what would you say you are?
6.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, that's where you want it to be. Good. Well, we're going to do a nice gradual build up. Lovely. Good work. Knees in line, nice with your ankle joints, and good, looking good, neutral spine. And there's a halfway mark on this one. Nice and steady. Still recovering from the interval.
No, I feel
Alright?
feeling good.
Good. Come out to your last minute on this one. Let me just double check. I think we agreed 55. Yeah. So on the next one, you're going to take that RP level up to 55 for me, and then you're going to maintain that level for 4 minutes. On RPE, how do you feel?
Yeah, 6. About the same. No change.
Good. Good. Okay, right, this is the change, so take it up to 55 for me, and the RPE. Yeah, let's keep it all up. Okay, now we're going to maintain that again for another 4 minutes. Happy at that pace?
Yeah, it's nice.
Good. So we're looking to gradually increase that intensity over a period of time. So like last one was really sort of sharp, short. This is a gradual increase just to build up that endurance for you. You happy with everything?
Yeah, that's good.
Good.
just pushing above where I was, so I'm in the 7 range.
Okay, that's good. So we want you to be nice and sort of that start to accelerate your heart, get up a bit higher. Good. Take another breath in. Okay, just over the halfway on this one. Okay, you're maintaining that pace. Looking nice and strong. Knee and hip alignment still good. So make sure you maintain your form as you're still going along, which you are, which is really good. Making sure you get those breaths in, get oxygen into those lungs for which you need. Great, well done. So coming in the last 30 seconds on this block. And then we're going to take the level up to, what did we say, 70. Okay? Let's take that level up. Okay, this is going to be start building now. Yeah, start to really build up some lactic acid as well. It's going to start to push a little bit, work a bit harder for a longer period of time. So we'll try and see if we can maintain that now. Keep going up there so you can get there. Great, well done. So pushing through, it's going to be a tougher one now, this last one, yeah? You're tired already for those last tempos, but it's going to keep pushing now. Keep that form that you're doing, great. Get that oxygen in through the lungs. Well done. Give me the hardest part now. Let's see if we can get you through, yeah? Keep pushing through.
Pushing up into that gates.
8. Okay. Good. May not be good for you, but that's good where we want you to be. Well done. I'll just keep chatting with you, just don't worry. You keep taking those breaths in. I know it's getting hard now. Oh, sorry, you're doing really, really well. Oh, so this is the hard bit where you're trying to maintain that last bit. You're always legs tired. Oh, you're doing amazing work. Keep going. Great. Form's really good. Keep that chin up, keep the head up, chest up. Still get some oxygen in, really important. Halfway now. Come on, keep going. The last 2 minutes of this. Let's keep pushing. This will really help. Really count all of this. Amazing. Well done. Keeping at that RPM of 70, which is amazing. Really good. Really strong. Put that head up. Need to put that head down, but let's get that oxygen in. Think about those goals you're working towards. That weight loss. You're going to help towards that. really strong. Go on, see if you can keep it at RPM. That's it, you did really well. Well done, amazing. Go on, keep going. That pressure now really building. Pushing through it. Well done. RPE, how you feeling?
Yeah,
8 plus, okay, well done. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, last 15 seconds. You still maintain that RP, that is amazing. Well done, Simon. Really good, Simon. Maintain that all the way through. Well, keep going. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, slow it right down. Well done. Let's bring that right back down. Slow that RPM right down. Just give yourself a couple of minutes on there just to get you back to where you were. Get your breath back. Get your heart rate back down again.
that's good.
Yeah.
Works me.
Good.
Different.
Yeah. Get different from the interval, isn't it? Where you're doing really fast and sharp, and that's a steady build up. You can see how that again a different from your continuous again. So you're just quite continuous, are you, on the cross trainer and on the
Creature of habit.
how are you? Yeah. That's good. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I'm glad you're enjoying a different mix of it. And good. Get that heart rate back down to a nice. Should be. So another 30 seconds. Right, just cooling down. Just bring that RP right down again. Let's take it even slower. Just bring it right down again. Scale of RP. Where's your RP? Would you say on the scale? What's in?
Right, back in around 6.
Okay, so you need to get a little bit lower, please. Okay, RP now.
4, 5.
Cool. Okay. Right, let's call it there. Let's step off. Well done. Brilliant work. Really, really good song. Really strong. Very impressed. Okay, right. So we're now going to be. Let's get yourself a drink.
No, I'm okay.
Sure, you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to drink at all?
Yes.
Okay. Right, we're now going to be moving on to our core exercises. Okay, so let's just set the camera up for those. Let's just move this over here. Should be able to see that there. Okay. Okay, we're now going to be working. Oh, that's here. We're now going to be working on our core exercises. Okay. So we're going to be looking at doing a glute bridge. Okay. So this is again working our hamstrings, working our glutes, but because we're coming up onto that, we really have to brace and use our core. Alright, so remember before when I've reviewed some of the compound movements that I've said we had to use that intra-abdominal pressure. Again, we need to do the same thing again. So when we lay down, we take a breath in to create that intra-abdominal pressure, and then you lift up and you squeeze your glutes and your hamstrings. You lift yourself up, raise your hips up, good, and then back down. And we do that for 10 reps. Alright, let me just demonstrate for you. So you can lay on your back. Take bracing all the time. I'm going to brace, breathe out through pursed lips so you can maintain that abdominal pressure. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, let's have the other go. Right, let's come oops. We're not towards this one. Okay, so lay down. Right, you need to come further forward to the mat. That's it, come to the mat. That's it. Okay. Someone's facing. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath in. Create that intra-abdominal pressure, lovely. So brace it now as if like someone's going to punch you, and then you want to like raise your hips up, push your glutes. Lovely, hold it there for a couple of seconds, then hold it back down, take it back down. Perfect, lovely. Lift back up again. As you take that breath in, make sure you take that, create that pressure in the abdominal area. You want to create it from the sides, all around the spine, so you're holding your area. Good. To make that a little bit more, work your core a little bit more and make it a little bit more unstable. So on your feet, I'm going to put a ram, which is going to make it a little bit more challenging for you with your core.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, I'll show you. Currently, so we're working on your core in the sagittal plane area. Okay? And what we want to do by putting our feet on here, we're going to make it and create it more unstable. So we have to put more, it's going to work our abdominals a lot more. Okay? So we're going to come here, breathe in, create that abdominal pressure, brace, and then raise up. And then come back down. Shut. Alright, so you're really having to use a lot more. It's going to create a lot more challenging in your core. You're going to have to use a lot more of your abdominal muscles by having that instability on here as well. So make sure you're in the right position. Okay, feet onto the ram when you're ready. Take it further back up slightly. Sit on it there. So let's start by creating that abdominal pressure. Take a big breath in. Brace your waist. Then when you're ready, take your hips up. Breathe out through pursed lips and lower it back down again. Just control that movement. Try not to move that, keep that pause around still as you can. Breath in, bring it up. Pursed lips, come back, move it down. Nice. Push up. Breathe out. Control back down. Lovely. Let's go back up again. Pursed Lips down. Let's do one more. Shut. Roll that down. Lovely. Another one. Good. Last one. Really brace that core. And relax, squeeze that down, control that down. Lovely. And relax off. We'll take that away for you. Okay, well done.
Okay, thank you.
How was that?
Felt good. Felt
Yeah.
nice. You're happy with that?
Good. Was that much more? Did you feel the stability in the much harder?
Yeah, different. Very different. Just an element of balance as well.
Yeah. Okay, well done. Okay, right. So our final part, so we're coming into the cool down now. So let's turn this round. So we're going to do a cool down just to try and get rid of all our waste products that are in our system, and so we can start warming up again before we get into our final stretching, and that's going to hopefully reduce some of the stiffness and muscle soreness that we actually get. We can't see me in the camera again. Right, let me move this over here. I think that's probably going to be better this way here. Right, okay, so if you want to get yourself on the bike, as you know how to get on that now. Right level, lovely. Okay. Right, nice and steady. Really, just what you'll do is just warming up, loosening up the body again, warming it up slightly. You just want to get rid of all that waste products, the lactic acid that's built up in your body, and then we can get some nice stretches, lengthen your muscles, and just, as I say, reduce some of that muscle soreness and some of that muscle stiffness that can come through exercising that we're doing. So we're going to sort of go at a nice gentle pace for about, say, 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to get on to reducing stretches. Okay, let's get along on your RPE scale. How are you feeling?
45.
Okay. Good. Good, nice gentle pace. Lovely. It's important that you cool down after each of your workouts. Okay, well done, nice final minute. Let's go to a nice final minute, just warming our muscles back up again just before we do our final stretching. Last 20 seconds. feet on there until the pedals stop. Feet on there, let the pedals stop naturally. Lovely. Okay. Right, now you can go off the bike. Well done. Okay. Right, so we're going to do some stretching now. And this way we're going to sort of like just loosen or lengthen off our muscles from everything that we've been doing today. Alright? So I'm going to sort of work with you on these. So let's get this camera in position so you can see what we're up to. Okay, so we'll work together on this. Okay, right. So it's important that we do a stretch at the end. So let's start with, we're going to lay on our back. Okay, and we're going to go into our recto spinae. So we've worked hard on our lower back today with all the big compound movements we've done. So we're going to lay on our back. Okay, I want you to put one leg out and cross it over. And then keep the opposite shoulder and arm on the floor. We're going to hold that stretch there. And that gets you all into your lower spine and your recto spinae. Okay, we'll do that. And then we're going to hold that for 10 seconds. Right, so left leg there. Cross it over. And then hold the shoulder. Just bring this arm out here. Okay, just hold it there. Relax into that for 10 seconds. Keep breathing. Stretch through the recto spinae, release off those lower back muscles. Get a nice stretch in there. Good. Okay, bring that leg back. Okay, we're now going to bring your right knee up, onto your heel flat on the floor, cross the other one in front, and bring that leg towards you. And this is working on your glutes. Your hands through there. Pull that in towards you. You should get a nice through the bottom of the glutes there. We've worked hard on those today, again with all those compound movements that we did on the giant sets before. So you really want to make sure that you get those stretched off. Okay, undo that side. Let's swap over onto the other side. That's it, bring that leg forward. Stretch through that, hold up the other glute. Well done. Okay, let's relax off. Okay, let's come to standing. Okay, we're going to literally step to one side. Lean on, and we get a nice stretch to the abductor here. So press your elbow on the bent knee, and you should feel a nice stretch. Don't pull too hard on these ones. Nice stretch through there. Let's just hold that. Lovely. Feeling that through there. Okay. Let's come back, take it the other side. Get another stretch through the abductor on this side. What one's doing there. A lot of people forget that one. It's nice to get quite tired for the legs there. Right, okay, next one we're going to do, we're going to our trapezius. We've worked hard on those. So let's clasp our hands in front and just hold that stretch there for 10 seconds. You should feel that through the back of your shoulder into your trapezius muscles. Right, let's do our tricep ones then. So take the elbow behind the head, hand behind the head, hold the elbow, and you should get that right through into your triceps there. That's good. Keep going, just hold that. Keep breathing. Swap arms. next one we do open and do our pectorals, our chest. We worked hard on that again. So you're going to open up your arms wide, put the phone in front of you. Then you're going to take your thumbs behind you. You take the thumbs behind, and then you should get a nice stretch through there. You feel that through there? Okay, relax off. Right, next one we're going to do a development stretch on our calf muscles. We're going to take it to a deeper stretch and a longer stretch. So we're going to literally lean forward, sit back into your heel so you can feel a nice stretch in your heel. Make sure your heel is down. You should feel that through the gastrocnemius into your calf muscle. We're just going to relax there, hold that for 10 seconds. You've got a nice stretch for that calf? Good. These are again quite tight muscles that we don't always stretch as much as we should do. Is that mild discomfort you've got there, that disappears?
Yeah.
Lovely, right. So lift up and then take it, leave that foot forward, take it back, this one back slightly. Bend that leg. So you feel that discomfort again. Let me know where that disappears. Okay, again, stand up slightly and then take the stretch back a little bit further. Let me know where it disappears. That mild discomfort's gone again. Take it back one more, a little bit more. Do that good on the floor. Which is pretty nice. Let me know when that discomfort's gone again. Cool, well done. Come up. See how that's really lengthened and that's a lot better than that stretch?
Yeah.
By taking it out each step, lengthens the muscle. Right, okay, so we're now going to perform a PLS stretch, a CR stretch, okay, a contact relax stretch. So we're going to do that on your hamstrings, okay? So if you were to lie down on your back for me, I'll try and get to lie here. Yeah, lie down on this one here. Do a contract leg, take a slightly deeper stretch with more movement. So it doesn't ask you to bring your leg up, this left leg up. Okay, I'm going to take it into a stretch. So I'm going to push it into a mild discomfort. So you let me know when that's there. Okay, now what we want to do isometric traction. So you need to push into me. So push your leg into me. We're going to hold that for 10 seconds. So keep pushing, keep pushing. And relax off. I'm now going to take the stretch a bit further. Right, well done. Let's hold that for 10 seconds. Isometric contraction again, push into me, keep the hip down, 10 seconds. And relax off, so stretch a bit further. Cool. See how that's really giving you a lot more stretch?
Yeah.
And relax off. Well done, let's change legs. Let's bring your leg up. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to push it into a normal stretch. Let me know when the mild discomfort disappears.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to do that isometric contraction again. So push your leg into me. Hold for 10 seconds. Okay, relax off. I'm going to take your leg further. You should feel that mild pinch of this discomfort. Let me know when that's gone. Okay, push back into me again. Do that contraction. Put that hip down. Pushing. Relax off. I'm going to push again. Wow, that's a big increase. So hold it there. Let me know the mild discomfort disappears again.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. And relax down. Well done. See how that worked? Was that good for the stretch?
Yeah, that was very good.
Good. Okay. Right. Stand up.
Oh,
And that is us done.
well done. Thank you very much,
No,
Julie.
well
It's
done.
lovely. Thank
Well
you.
done.
Good.
So how did you find that?
Yeah, really enjoyable. Different, varied, challenging, but rewarding.
Good. Was there anything that you would want changing? Or I know we need to do a few things on the plan. Were you happy to implement the push-ups that we put on the feet and also the TRX row?
Yeah, I think so. Progression is good. Weights need to be adjusted accordingly at the right time.
Yeah.
Work on better balance.
Yeah. So we're going to regress, aren't we, on the? I think we'll take the weights away.
Yeah.
Do you agree? So I'll update that on the plan and make sure that they are changed.
But that's a really good plan for us to place with.
Okay. So nothing else you want me to change or
Not
do?
at this moment in time.
Okay. All right. Well done. You do it really, really hard today. So taking it on board. Your cardio was brilliant. Your form was really good on your weights. So yeah. So we'll just tweak those on the plan, just so then we'll review them again in perhaps a couple of weeks' time.
Okay, thank you.
Cool.
Thank
Well
you.
done. Take care. Bye.